Beautiful doors, colorful markets, art everywhere. This is San Miguel de Allende. Welcome to today's video. I'll be sharing with you my day trip from Santiago de Queretaro to San Miguel de Allende. It all started when I ordered the Uber to the bus terminal, and there I decided to get some coffee with my mom and sister who were joining me on this little day trip. So for the three of us, it ended up costing 630 pesos. Even though there are lots of buses coming and going, you should be able to tell which bus is yours because the name of the destination should show up on the screen. And the people working will also check your ticket prior to boarding so you can ensure that you are hopping on the right bus even if you don't speak Spanish. We ended up on a double-decker bus and we had purchased our tickets the night before, so we chose to sit in the back of the bus where it ultimately ended up being very bouncy, but that's okay. The ride was still really nice and relaxing. We got to look out the window, and if you like to watch movies you can also look at the screen behind the seats. So I think that taking the bus is my preferred way of traveling around Mexico. I really like how convenient it is. It may come as a surprise to you that many public washrooms have a fee, typically anywhere between 5 to 10 pesos, so we paid 7 pesos each to use the bathroom here. After we left the bus station, we decided to walk straight. We looked on Google Maps and saw that it wasn't really that far of a walk to the Centro. So we just walked straight and kept the church in our eyesight, and we ultimately made it to the beautiful Centro. It's so neat seeing how the buildings just start to become more colorful the closer you get to this area. Across from the park is the most iconic site in the city, Parroquia de San Miguel Arcángel. This church gets its pink color from the volcanic rock that was used to decorate the outside. It makes for a stunning backdrop, so you will see lots of people taking pictures. We got there at 9:30 a.m. and at that time it wasn't too busy, so we did what every tourist does and snapped pictures. Through my research, I learned that the church's history dates back to the 17th century, but it underwent several transformations throughout the years. Its most significant change came in the late 19th century when a man named Zeferino Gutierrez took charge of the renovation. It is said that he was inspired by this German church, which he saw on a postcard. What did you think of that church?
That church was beautiful. It's very historic, and it was like gorgeous.
That man in the red gave a little peace sign when he saw that I was recording my sister, and I had talked to him a few minutes prior to entering the church because I saw this sign here and it has a line over a camera, so I wasn't sure if we were allowed to take pictures. I wanted to just verify before doing so, and he said that we were allowed to as long as mass wasn't going on.
Ready?
Yep. So you have to insert a 10 peso and a 1 peso. Now turn the handle. Turn, turn, turn. Oh my goodness.
Several turns later, my sister was able to admire her squished coin. You never know what you're gonna end up with when it comes to souvenirs. So after that, we decided to walk around because that is definitely the best way to spend the day in San Miguel.
So here we are in San Miguel de Allende, and it is so beautiful. It is my second time here, and I just think it looks so colorful and vibrant, so I'm happy to bring my family here this time.
I really like how all of the streets in this area are blocked off. Makes walking nicer.
As you wander around, you may find yourself in Plaza de la Soledad. Standing tall is this statue in honor of General Ignacio Allende, born here in 1769. He played a pivotal role in Mexico's quest for independence from Spanish colonial rule during the 19th century. In the corner of the plaza is Que Torta, a small restaurant with food packed with great flavor. While they have a few other options like quesadillas, the star is of course the torta. It is a type of Mexican sandwich that is typically made with flat round bread. My mom and sister had never tried chorizo before, so that's what we ordered. And if you also haven't tried it, it is a flavorful and spicy sausage made from ground pork and a blend of spice, making it a perfect filling. We also got guava, strawberry, and mango juice that was freshly blended in front of us. After eating, we decided it would be a good time to visit a market. Named after Ignacio Ramirez, a prominent Mexican writer and liberal thinker of the 19th century, this market blew me away. From the moment we walked in, we were surrounded by pops of color and some of the nicest and freshest produce I've seen. And as I've talked about in other videos, I've been with Alan, who is Mexican, for the past 5 years, and I've had the opportunity to visit several states, and as much as I love every single place I've been to, I must admit that this was one of the nicest mercados I've seen.
And like
all over the
That's
place.
amazing.
beautiful. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love those embroidery.
Embroidery is a traditional Mexican textile art. It is said that indigenous women began selling their creations during a drought in the 1960s to earn extra money, as they only used to embroider their clothes. Now these intricate hand-stitched designs inspired by ancient cave drawings have gained international recognition and come in a wide range of options like tablecloths and pillowcases. Each piece is so beautiful and unique. And it's not just the embroidery that you will get to admire here. They have so many other art pieces and also adorable dogs. Honestly, I wanted to scoop that little dog up in my pocket.
If you want a place to take some really cute pictures, I'd recommend coming here to this street because there are lots of plants and it looks really beautiful. It's also not too busy, so I think it's a good place for pics. So we stopped to get some ice cream here, and now we're back at the main park to cool off because walking in the heat is pretty tiresome, so we're back here.
One thing I love about Mexico is how busy plazas tend to be. From children running around to catching birds to people reading, there are always people there and it's such a lively and happy place. However, don't sit down for too long because you have lots of beautiful streets to continue exploring on your day trip.
Alright, a mom-sized door.
It is so easy to see why people from all over the world fall in love with San Miguel de Allende. Even though we were only here for one day, we really got to admire its beauty and it was a lovely place to be. However, before we left, we had to get coffee.
Alright, so I have a little tip for you travelers out there. Since most public restrooms are about 5 pesos each, I suggest coming to a cafe and paying like 30 pesos for a cup of coffee, and then you can use the bathroom here for free.
Yeah, smart. And you get a coffee.
And a coffee, yeah.
After leaving the cafe, I hailed a taxi for 40 pesos and he delivered us back to the bus terminal. So we loaded ourselves back on the bus and journeyed back to Queretaro. And at this point we were actually getting a little hungry. It was around 5 p.m. so we decided to stop at one of the taco places that's across from the Queretaro bus terminal. And for 70 pesos we got 5 tacos and a Coca-Cola, all to share. Thank you so much for watching.